These are the big topics right there. So when we go through the trial questions, we're going to go through certain sections at a time, and we're going to come up with the answers. And I recommend that you get not only familiar with the outline of how it should go, here's the topics that are going to be asked first, second, and third, and fourth, that kind of thing. So you should know the flow, but you should darn well know the answers. One of the things you don't want to go into do is go into court and get caught by surprise. In other words, they ask a question you didn't really think of. Now, even when that happens, I'll share with you how to handle it. But that's what we're going to do, is we're going to go through. So it's kind of, if you're a personal injury attorney and you're working with a chiropractor like us, they're kind of, the insurance attorneys are kind of already beat. You already know what you have. You already know if you have the major 7 categories of documentation or more. You should know how to deliver it, whether it's in a narrative report or especially what I call the 25-step deposition or trial testimony, because we already know what's going to happen. So we already know all the evidence. We already know exactly how we're going to put it together. We know the common questions they're going to come after chiropractic, come after you, come after the diagnostics. We already know it. I mean, it's going to be pretty rare. You'll get 1 or 2 questions that, kind of maybe weren't exact, but they'll be in the same category. Those are the categories that they'll try to deal with you. And so if you understand that, even if you don't know the exact answer, if you understand it's the same category of, oh, they're trying to discredit me, then you're going to know the generic answer for that. So you see? And so it's very powerful. And this is a very good educational opportunity also when you talk with your attorneys. Do presentation. This is, after you've sold them, right? And you're giving referrals and all that. It's great to go and review the narrative with it and how the narrative pulls it all together. It's great to go over and go, let me just share with you how a typical deposition or trial testimony will go. Here's the steps, and these are why these are the steps. And now what's dependent on how much documentation we have to fulfill all these categories. But this is exactly how we're going to win the cases. See, it's very good for you to do that with your attorneys, to develop this authority and this trust, because that's the number one thing. You want referrals. Get their trust that they feel totally confident with you. When they refer you a case, you not only will do a good job therapeutically, but you'll do a good job non-diagnostic, but you'll do a good job with the notes. That's called high sensitivity, high relevancy documentation. You'll do a good job organizing it and putting it together systematically in the narrative report. And most important, they feel totally confident with you going to court. They know you can carry the whole case. And that's the point to which you should strive to get. That's when you're going to get way more business than you physically can handle.